Come for a ride with me.
Sadly, we are gonna be letting this go, but for bigger reasons. I mean, if anyone wants to take it as is, like a dedicated drift spec build, she's ready for whoever. Ideas change, and sadly, we don't have this place for much longer. So today, I'm just gonna see what I can sell off, like put on the Facebook Marketplace. I think the landlord said he's gonna be showing the new tenants the space, and they're super interested in it. So yeah, I gotta get rid of most of the things that are in here. And a lot of it is just excess car parts and mostly furniture too. Like maybe we can bring this table to the new garage. Also some stuff we can bring to the home garage so I can actually do stuff at home. That would be nice and efficient. 5 years in this place. Crazy. Welcome to the new Kings Lost Royalty Garage. We did it. But now this is a huge commitment because the lease on this place is longer than I would have hoped for, but it's a goal to work towards. Buddy! Not much, man. Say hi to the vlogs. First then?
Sure, let's do that quickly.
Okay.
No hesitation.
Yeah, no hesitation. That's the 2018 motto for our team. No more hesitation. So if you're indecisive and you're thinking of a decision to make, don't. Just go with the first one. Not open yet. It's just like soft opening. Dude, big boy daddy wheels. Daddy wheels. That's barely even a millimeter, man. Every step we take in this garage makes our cars less safe. Hell yeah, it is. Me and Sunny ended up ordering baseboards from his work for really cheap, and that should be able to cover all of the imperfections on the bottom of the wall. We actually got enough to cover all of the garage. Crazy, we've been through so much. So yeah, this RX-7 is for sale. Sad, but you know what? We get bigger and better ideas. Like, it's cool that these past few years I've experienced everything that I've wanted to experience, even if I didn't want it. I like to say that certain experiences only happen during specific times in your life for a reason. That's in the past, and you have to embrace the fact that you lived through those. And now you're in a new stage in your life. For me, I'm trying to figure out exactly where I want to take Kings Must Rise and what I want to do to further my business. Like, this place was good for what it was, and I've learned a whole bunch of new experiences in this garage specifically. So here we are, 5 years later, after owning this garage space, reevaluating exactly where I want to place myself for the next 5 years. Again, we're doing this so we can move on to bigger and better things. And right now it's still just the middle of January, and I'm saying that like we have a lot of time. We really don't, guys. But if you extend your time horizon long enough, instead of like limiting yourself to, I need to be this by the age of 30. Sadly, I've passed Forbes 30 under 30, but we still have Forbes 40 under 40, Forbes 50 under 50. if that's a thing, for the Fortune 500. But then again, those are just accolades that are generated by these companies to give recognition to those who are excelling in business. And for me, that's motivation enough to try and grow mine. So, good news and kind of bad news. Someone is actually coming by to check this thing out and quite possibly purchase it. I've been going back and forth with this dude named Austin on the FB Marketplace about him possibly buying this thing off me. So before he comes by, I'm just gonna clean it up. I quickly stopped by Auto Value and I picked up some oil. We're just gonna top it up. And what people recommend for 1JZ is 5W30 for people who live in cold climates. You can get away with 10W30, but that's if it's like nice weather all year round, so Cali. Right, and we're going with mobile. This thing's definitely been leaking. Look, I just don't know from where. Oh, there. So what we're gonna do in here is just quickly clean this up, put all of the trim pieces back on, and make sure everything is screwed tightly enough so that nothing falls out of place while you're driving this thing. Man, it's just so damn tight to work inside an FD. I'm just dropping the screws all behind the dashboard. I want to reconfigure these gauges, but my idea was to switch out one of the gauges for a digital one, but I really don't have to. It's just like a vanity thing, you know? Birdy. It doesn't have to always look so nice. It already looks so nice. I didn't have to touch this at all. This setup was pretty dope. Just gotta put this back on. That's gonna be dope. Sweet. Also, I thought we didn't have a fuel gauge. It's actually right here. What I wanted to do was retrofit it into the center here somehow, or even move it to a gauge pod up here. If you take this one off, does that even come off? Yeah, it probably does. It's clipped in there, but yeah. Keep dropping them. Next is this middle center console part. I'm just gonna try to line that up. Again, this part of the dash is non-existent. They literally cut it starting from here. And if you look on this side, the ECU is literally sitting on the floor and all of the wiring is, yeah, well, there's a term for this and it's called rat's nest. But hey, everything else looks pretty okay. Put our steering wheel back in. Beauty, there you go. It actually looks pretty okay in here again. So I managed to put some brackets behind this part to hold it up. There's a lot of missing mounting points and areas where I'm supposed to be able to clip these trim pieces into. They're just not there. So definitely lots of custom work that the previous dude did just to get everything to fit in here the way it does. But like even this part, man, none of the trim pieces that I do have in my possession fit in this area. So I'm just gonna maybe keep looking on eBay, but at the same time, if I let this car go sooner than later, then it's not my problem. Cool. She's looking good again. I also ended up replacing the battery. I feel like there's some sort of consistent power source that's just eating the battery and draining it, even when I'm not here. So hoping that this works. Just in case. We got power. She lives, guys! Woo! That's all she really needed was a new battery. Remember, this thing has been sitting here idle for maybe 4 or 5 months now, sadly. Woo! Okay, I'm gonna quickly turn this off. Sweet! Actually, we can test the lights out. Beautiful! Just in time. I think these guys are here. Oh, and it's snowing again. He said he was 99% sure he was gonna do it. That's really close to 100. So I think, guys, this might be one of the last times that you'll see this RX-7 on this channel. Pretty unique build, you know? And who knows, guys, maybe down the line, we might end up picking up another RX-7 with an actual 13B in it. I mean, this was a really cool little combination. I personally haven't ever seen it done before, so that's why I was kind of interested in importing it myself. Also, I wanted to teach myself a little bit about how to import a car and what it takes to do it yourself. I'm just gonna say my goodbyes. I didn't even really get to drive it all that much myself, but hey, fun learning experience, you know? Owning an RX-7, a fake one, for what it is, the classic beautiful stylings of the body of an FD RX-7 combined with the reliability of a 1JZ engine. Not a bad combination. Honestly, there's so many other things that this nice influx of funds will be going into to progress KMR that much faster. For me, and I've kind of went through this already, it's that feeling of like, you know, always trying to one-up yourself, but it's unnecessary. I came up with a saying years ago where it was like,
I figure if you set your own standards higher than you think you can even reach, then really the only person you'll ever need to worry about impressing is yourself.
but keyword, worry. And nowadays, I don't like to worry because your words are important, so be careful what you say to yourself and the words you use on a regular basis. Whereas me, I've been worrying about impressing myself, and this is where it's gotten me. Right now, how I look at it, my mind's just all over the place, and I think purging my car collection is gonna help me just wind down on the priorities in life, you know? I mean, cars is cool and all, but like, do I get to drive all of these simultaneously all at once? No. And sometimes like 3 out of 4 of them might not be working at the same exact time. So you gotta pay attention to maintenance and just really upkeeping all of the cars together is like, one person can't do it all. I'm just gonna start putting things away. And like I've already started trying to sell things off, and most of this is probably gonna be going to the new garage anyway, but I have to go grab some white paint because we have to paint our wall upstairs back to white. Gotta get rid of our Gundam. It's like I never even left this place. Borderline hoarder, okay? Just a collector of a lot of cool things. I'm just running out of space, so who knows, guys? It depends how long we're in the new garage, but I already have high hopes for an even bigger and better place. So I think that's it for this video, guys. For the next few days, probably gonna rent a U-Haul, and we're just gonna start getting things out of here. That's gonna be gone. I want this thing to get out of here. This is gonna be gone, and this, whatever's under here. No, I'm not gonna show you guys just yet. Just kidding. This is Bobby's Mercedes. You've seen it on this channel before. So this place is gonna look super empty in the next few days here, but again, for the betterment of the Kings Must Rise brand. So yeah, you guys are just gonna have to stay tuned. Super pun intended. Okay, we'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao. I'm surprised that Ryan kept this thing outside all winter. Still looking good. 2ZZ power!
Y'all keep looking.
Yes! Oh my god, I knew it!